Yo, what up? Told you there was going to be some crossover videos. I'm here with Mount Vernon Kid.
What's up? What's up?
So we were kind of talking about like some ideas for videos, and this one kind of came to me when we were talking about the Hellraiser game,
Yeah.
and we were kind of talking about like what kind of horror IP could actually work like in a different kind of video game style, because every single time it's Dead by Daylight clones.
That's my favorite. That's kind of the it's a gift and a curse to Dead by Daylight because the game is fun. I own it. I do still play it. I do like playing that type of game where you're either the killer or you're the survivor and you're trying to run from that. I like that. However, it became a cliche pattern for almost every horror IP. If you look, and I'm not even joking, the Friday the 13th game, same stereo, same thing. You are the survivor, and somebody's playing Jason. And trust me, I own that game, and the downtime on that game is terrible. If you can't find people, it's boring. They just recently did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Same format. Even Dragon Ball got involved in it. You are a survivor, and you are either Cell. You're playing Cell before he was imperfect, and you
No, he
are
wasn't perfect.
yeah, he's imperfect Cell, and you're chasing the survivors. It became that trope, and it was just
That
like
game went. By the way, I forgot that game existed.
yeah, yeah, see, yeah.
Does anyone play that?
And so it just came and went. You saw that with a lot of the games, and it's like okay, you can do other things with these, and that's the biggest scare with the new Halloween game. Is like, okay, is that just going to be the same trope? So I just recently watched some behind the scenes of the Hellraiser, and it seems different. It seems like there's some first person viewing in that. It's really gory. They are really going out there with this game. But yeah, we were just talking about it. I'm like, yeah, what if they did some other? I kept saying like, I'm surprised they didn't do a Scream game. And we were talking about maybe like having games kind of fall in the same category how Until Dawn was. Those type of games that Supermassive made, those would kind of be the perfect way of doing other horror IPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah. What was it? I I got a few ideas. I'm sure you've got some too.
Mhm.
But like, I think the one we really talked about that could really work, especially for like Until Dawn or like the Quarry kind of gameplay,
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
Scream.
Scream. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talking about Scream. I've seen some of my favorite game content creators like Dashi play like these people that made these games based off these IPs, and it was like a over the shoulder look, but you're running from Ghostface or something like that, and it was fun. It was like, but it wasn't made. It was just made for like Steam. They got it off of Steam, or they sent these gamers these like the digital so they can play it. And I'm like, I'm watching and I'm just like, yeah, this is good. But again, when you look at company like Super Massive, like Until Dawn, and all those other games that they came out with, a lot of them weren't all that good because I think Until Dawn is where they hit it off, and then there's some others that were okay that I enjoyed, but overall, it's like that's how you should do a Scream IP where you can almost you can go okay if you go down this path, those things will get you, or you
Like
go to
quick time events when
yeah
you're trying to when Ghostface is chasing you.
yeah
The dialogue when he's on the phone.
yeah like the whole dialect what you choose. If you say this, okay, this may go a little bit. Well, he'll keep talking to you before, and if you keep going negative with it, he's gonna I'm gonna cut your face off. You know, like he usually says, "You hang up the phone, I'll cut your face off." So like that, yeah. And so I always felt like, yeah, you could do stuff like that. Like 'cause quick timing games have been around for years. I mean, if anybody remembers Shenmue was all
Yeah.
about quick timing. Like,
Oh, and the other thing you could do with
yeah,
this, there's two things that you can do with this universe. Is
yeah,
that one? It doesn't have to be connected to Sydney and all them.
yeah,
It could be its own story. And two, The other thing is too, like this one, you know how Ghostface plays with like horror movie tropes.
Yeah.
This one could be horror video game tropes.
Yeah, something like that. Like that would be the biggest. Cause that game that I was talking about, like that she played, it had nothing to do with Sydney. It was just a girl stuck in the. She was overnight in the gym, and Ghostface started chasing her, and you just I don't know. It was weird, but it was like it had nothing to do with Sydney in the game. It was just Ghostface here. That's fine.
Because like Ghostface could be anybody.
Yeah, Ghostface could be anybody, So I would love that. I mean, I always wanted a Halloween game, and what I really wanted was storytelling similar to the Batman and the Wolf Among Us type style game. What's that company called again? Uh,
Uh, the Telltale.
Telltale, yeah, like a Telltale. I always wanted Telltale to do like a Halloween type where you're even if it's not in Haddonfield, you could just say, "Well, Michael escaped from this asylum that he got caught, and now he's in this asylum, and now he's making a muck, and so you gotta use clues to find him and things like that." I always wanted something like that, or in the same realm as Supermassive, like Until Dawn, like Michael's chasing you, and you gotta make decisions, or you're all gonna die.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd actually be kind of cool, like it's a prequel to the '78 film.
Yeah.
Like this is Michael's first night he broke out.
And he broke out or something like because you all know the story of Michael. He killed his sister and he just stood out there like this. And then that was it. And then we don't know what happened to him up until he escaped.
And you can find like why Loomis is so scared of him.
Yeah. So I would appreciate something like that. And I had brought up Candyman.
Yeah.
I wanted like some kind of game doing with Candyman. And then we started, and then we both kind of said, but it wouldn't be the same without Tony. Mr. Todd.
Now, logically, you can do a Candyman game now that we know that Candyman's more like a title.
Yeah.
It's like Ghost Rider.
Because of that last movie, it showcased that there were other Candymen before. But it still would be like you still want Tony involved in it. But unfortunately, Mr. Todd passed away. But yeah, I mean, I've always wanted like a Candyman game. There was another one that I really always wanted. In terms of, I don't want any more Jason games because we're not gonna do Jason. I don't do it.
Yeah.
Freddy, don't care for
I
that.
think here's how I do a Nightmare on Elm Street game.
Okay.
Kind of like what they're doing, like a survival horror game. Like you end up in the dream world and you have to like survive for a certain amount of time till you wake back up.
Okay.
And it could be like a AAA horror game, kind of like Alien Isolation, but instead the xenomorph it's Freddy,
Okay.
and the whole environment keeps changing around you because you're in the dream world.
Okay, that could work.
Yeah.
There's I've seen many fan-made Chucky games where Chucky's chasing you and things like that, but I'm not scared of Chucky. I never have been.
Here's another one I think would be cool: American Werewolf.
I would love a real clean cut work. Because don't get me wrong, the Quarry was good. The Quarry was fun because that was based on werewolves. They just did it a little differently, but the Quarry that was one super massive thing that I actually liked. I was like, okay, they kind of went back to formula, but that one I was like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't mind like a werewolf, something like that, or.
How I think I would do it is like, because remember David had siblings, right?
Yeah.
So we follow like one of his siblings, like his sister who's older now. She goes to London because they covered up his death.
Yeah, right.
Like they covered up his death, and you could have it be that she goes to the village, like the slaughtered lamb and all that. Like it's kind of picking up the pieces, and she gets attacked by a werewolf.
By another werewolf.
Or you could have it be that the werewolf is there's a new werewolf and it's stalking you again, like kind of going the xenomorph kind of thing.
Yeah, because I don't want to bring up that last one, but yeah, if you know anything about the werewolf in Paris, that was his son. He carried over.
No, it wasn't his son. It was his daughter.
His daughter. Okay, yeah, his daughter. So yeah, something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I would love a howling game. Like you could see how that like
the commune.
The commune was really formed, and then you see like maybe they started to think maybe we could, and then you just saw the diversion of where it went to before that first movie.
Yeah.
Which I really like. What about a Pumpkinhead game?
That'd be cool. I think a pumpkin again. You could do it like AAA horror, like
Uh,
survival horror. I think another one that would be kind of cool is Nightbreed.
oh, that's the vampires.
No, that's the Clive Barker thing with all the mutant like characters.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that one would be fun. I think
That'd
that
be
would be
cool.
more like action horror.
Yeah.
I think even though it's kind of horror adjacent, I think a Crow video game is long overdue. A new one,
They haven't done a Crow. Mostly any Crow game I remember it was just like
really bad.
bad and beat 'em up games. And I was like, yeah. Well, yeah, those are two. Let me see this. I mean, I know everybody probably want Ark the Clown. They definitely want
Terrifying.
Terrifier. I know that people
How
want that.
about a Telltale game in with the fog?
I would love a fog. That would be cool. Like because we know the history of why they're just vengeful spirits, but
Yeah.
you can like
It
go
could be a
into
sequel,
yeah,
and like, because she said it'd come back if we ever tried to bury the past, and
yeah,
like have it be like it's a couple like 20 years later. People don't want to talk about it. The
right,
ghosts are like, "Oh no, you can't."
yeah, yeah. And like, and then they come back
And
and
you can bring back Adrian Barbeau. You can bring back Tom Atkin
Tom Atkins.
and maybe Jamie
Maybe Jamie would come back. Yeah, she probably would. That would be
for the
cool.
game and
For
have
the
him.
game, yeah, but that would be cool. Like I would love a fog because I love the fog. That's one of my favorite movies. Just to see, it would be so cool just to see how they would really image the spirits coming out of the fog, like because they just look with their red eyes, and you barely don't even see them. So yeah, that'd be cool. Uh, anything werewolves, I'll be down for. Like, cause I love that stuff.
Um, what's a like?
I would, you know what I love?
I know you're going to say Dog Soldiers.
No, I
No,
love.
you're predictable. That's why I said
Yeah,
it.
I love. I love if they tapped into the universal monsters like the creature from the Black Lagoon, the
That'd be a
Gillman.
solid one. Like
I'd like the Gillman to get some shine on that. That'd be kind
that
of
would
cool.
be kind of fun. Like you go back into the Black Lagoon and the creature's stalking you.
Yeah, like you could do it like maybe after the first game. So in between the first game,
After the
first movie, and then like another, they went in because they heard about it, and yeah, that'll be kind of
yeah,
cool.
hey, we're gonna do this for either they're like they're adventure seekers or
Yeah,
like they're another science crew that was like we all you had was a hand and you lost it.
yeah,
And
right.
also like where's the pictures of the game? We're gonna go look for ourselves.
Yeah, so,
And it's like oh shit that thing's real.
yeah, yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's definitely. But you know, it's just it's just very tiring, guys. Sometimes when they take these IPs and it just becomes all about, well, it worked for Until Dawn, so let's do that for our
Or
game.
you mean Dead by Daylight?
I said, what did I say?
Until
Until Dawn.
Dawn.
I meant, yeah, Dead by Daylight. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
And we're not saying like every game needs to be like Until Dawn. We're just saying some work. That's why I'm saying like a lot of survival horror and AAA games. Like again, Hellraiser Revival is basically like Silent Hill.
yeah,
Like it looks straight up like Silent Hill.
it looks like a little bit of Silent in the Darkness game
Yeah,
because it's got that first person style to it. You
and you're
know,
using the lament configuration as a weapon.
yeah. So and it looks fun. I was just like, okay, this looks actually fun. But you know when you look at Dead by Daylight. Remember, guys, remember it just started with original characters that you could tell. Okay, I know where this character is imaged from. That's what it was like. It was like, okay, this is where this character from, and then they started getting IPs. I think Michael was the first, or and then the
Yeah,
other
it was
cat,
Michael.
Michael, and then
Then
Freddy came, and then Chucky came later, and they were still doing their original characters in between, bringing in like the demagogue, and then later on they brought in Resident Evil collaborate with them and
yeah,
all this
and
stuff.
Castlevania,
Castlevania and
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, okay, and then they did Attack on Titan. I'm like, how the hell is that gonna work? And so yeah, it, they found their niche, and everybody wanted to be attached to it because it's a fun game, and it still gets over like a lot of players still play it, but you could see that imitation sold it sold on imitation, so everybody was like, okay, we could do it too, and it'll work.
I just thought of two different ideas.
What's that?
An Event Horizon game like Dead Space.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and a Texas Chainsaw game in the vein of like Resident Evil Biohazard.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
like you are. It's the 1970s. It's
uh-huh.
after the movie, or you
Okay.
can say like before the movie, like it's a prequel, and you go there like you're either a sheriff or a marshal,
Uh-huh.
looking into all the like these bodies being dug up,
Yeah.
and it leads you to the
To the
house.
Sawyer house. Okay.
So you have to then you have to get out of the Sawyer house and have to like fight your way through like Leatherface and
Yeah.
the cook and all of them.
So you got like it would be probably like Resident Evil 7
That's
then.
what I just
Yeah,
said.
you said. Oh yeah, you said Biohazard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And with Event Horizon, like I
Uh-huh.
said, just make it like Dead Space.
Yeah. Because Dead Space was a pretty good horror game in itself.
You think an Anaconda game could work?
Uh, I, I could if you do it right. Like I'm trying to think of it like a game where an animal was stalking you in a game where I can't think of any.
Oh, like Jaws isn't it?
Yeah, I mean they did do a Jaws game. I mean a long time. I'll date myself. Yeah, I remember the Jaws game for the original Nintendo, and
And then there was one in 2000,
then there was one. Then they did another shark game, which I own. I actually like that game,
Maneater.
Maneater, which was fun. That was a fun game. So yeah, I mean, those are the definitely could work. But yeah, guys, we just like really harped on that. It's like they could go there and really kind of just like yeah, okay, we could do it the Dead by Daylight way, but let's take it in a different direction. That
Yeah, and no one's excited. Like it's kind of funny because now it's like every time they announce it, it's like everyone is just like, oh, like they do that like the tech. And because here's the problem, Evil Dead did that.
yeah, Evil Dead. I forgot to
We now
mention.
know. Here's the thing: is like it's a rug pull
Yeah,
because the moment the servers stop, that game is
the
useless.
girl. Yeah, I forgot about the Evil Dead game. The Evil Dead they did that too, and I didn't even play the Texas Change. Once I saw what it was like, I was like, no, I ain't gonna play it.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
don't care that like you got whoever.
yeah, I was just like, you know, even like, going back to that Dragon Ball one, I got that for free. Like, it's still on my PlayStation. I've not even touched it yet. I was like, okay, should I touch it? I haven't played it yet. But I do play Dead by Daylight a lot because that's still going,
Yeah.
and they're always gonna once you see something big, and that's why I'm always waiting. I'm like, when are they gonna put art in there? Because I know they're trying to probably get
Well,
art in there.
art's gonna probably be there because part four, the final chapter, is
Yeah,
coming out.
so they're gonna come like they did Stranger Things. And you had the Demagogue and everybody in there.
I just had an idea for Terrifier game.
Okay.
Make it like Hitman, but you play as art.
Ah.
Like you come up with all these ways to kill people.
Yeah.
Like you just go through the city and just like grab someone, see an object, brutally murder someone. But again, it's like the gameplay's like Hitman,
Uh-huh.
but you're not. It's not like you're just a psycho clown, and,
Psycho.
and
Yeah.
you could even like pull out objects from the trash bag.
Yeah.
Use bombs.
Yeah.
And yeah, every mission is kill everybody.
Kill everybody. Yeah. Like yeah, you could give it like a you have like a limit. Like okay, you got to kill these many people in this amount of time before you move on to the next stage or something like that.
Yeah.
There would be obstacles in a way, but yeah, that'd be kind of funny. I think that would be kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I think we got everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to think of more, but the ones that I wanted to get out the way, I got to say what I wanted to say.
Yeah. I feel like we're forgetting
A whole lot, and which probably your comment section is
yeah,
definitely.
they'll be like throwing out ideas.
Yeah, what about this one? Hey, throw it in the comments section, guys.
Go nuts.
Go nuts, because I'm trying to think of more that.
I know someone's gonna be like, "How about a Gremlins game?"
I had Gremlins. I had Gremlins. I had Gremlins. I had Puppet Master. I had Trolls and what's the other Critters. I had that all on them, and I'm just like, the only thing I can think of is you play as a big ball of, and you just roll around eating people, something like that.
I would say for a Gremlins game, you just play during the events of the first movie, like you're just a different family, and like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like there was there was a Gremlins game back again. I'm dating myself, but yeah, they had them for the original Nintendo. But yeah, they were different then. But yeah, just it always come for me. It always like if you're gonna do an IP, sometimes tell it from a different perspective, like instead of the main cast. Because with Gremlins, you said like when the town started going crazy, there were other families that were getting. You could do hell, you could do Corey Haim's Feldman's family, like
Yeah.
what he was doing. Because we only saw when he was sniping all of them, but maybe some of them got in his house and things like
Yeah.
that.
Even a survival horror Krampus game.
Yeah, that would be cool. Krampus.
Oh, I know it's horror adjacent, but
Right.
I think it counts. A Dark Knight kind of game, an
Mhm.
Arkham game, but with Darkman.
A Dark Man game would be cool. I
Right?
would be all for that. Yeah, I would be for that.
Like you could make your face and you got a time limit. Yeah,
I would cool. That'd be cool. Who would you get? Would you try to get Liam to come back, or
I mean, Liam's kind of cheaper now these
yeah,
days.
you get Liam, or will you get Arnold Vosloo to
You can
come?
actually do both. You could do both. Remember, you can change his voice. You
Yeah.
could maybe Vosloo could be the like daytime
Mm-hmm.
persona. So you get both. Like say like pay that. Um, why am I forgetting his name? Not Vosloo. Neeson.
Neeson.
Neeson is Darkman at night,
Uh-huh.
and Vosloo is Darkman during the day.
Oh, Dr. Payton. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
I mean,
I would like a new Army of Darkness game too. I
like
would, a proper one.
like a Evil Dead game that's a survival horror, not
Yeah.
like what we got.
Like
You don't even need Ash.
you don't. Yeah, you don't need Ash.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool though. Instead of like Ash, you have it be like Mia from the 2013 movie.
Yeah.
Bring her back. I think that would be kind of neat. Or you just have it. People go to the cabin. And you could even do Dead by Daylight, kind of not Dead by Daylight.
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Thank you. You could do an Until Dawn style game with Evil Dead. Your decisions decide who gets possessed and who lives till tomorrow.
And what's a twist? Like what a twist that was. Like you thought it was just gonna be like a slasher game with kids, and it turned into something totally different, which was crazy.
Yeah.
It went from slasher to supernatural, just like that.
Yeah. Oh man. I think
That's it.
yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Chris, thank you for being on here.
No problem.
I got another idea for a video real fast if you're down for it.
Yeah.
All right. You ain't gonna like it.
Okay.
All right, but in the meantime, you guys tell us in the comments below what are some horror games you would like to see done in less of the vein of Dead by Daylight, but more in like AAA or Telltale or what have you. Just comment below, let us know. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse.
Over the kid, guys. Peace. Take care.